Awesome. Let's get going. So bring yourself onto the yoga mat. Bring some water close by. And then we're going to start kneeling today. So here's a very first opportunity I can demonstrate how you might use the brick here. So you sit your bottom back to your heels. So if you're in this position and you feel like the quads are really tight, or you feel a bit of pressure on the knees, then you can have one of these type things, a yoga block, and just pop it between your heels and your bottom. And it just relieves a bit of pressure off the front of your legs if you're very tight there. Also just takes a bit of pressure off the knee joint as well. So that's your first option for a block. Good. From here, bring your hands to rest lightly on your knees. Good. Draw the tummy in, sit nice and tall, lower those shoulders down away from the ears. I'm going to close the eyes. Perfect. So let's just spend a few moments here in stillness before we start to move this evening. So just give yourself some time to arrive onto the yoga mat, physically but also mentally as well. So just take some time to put to one side, leave behind your day. Okay, let's just park any plans we've got for the rest of the evening. Give yourself the luxury of focusing on the movement of your body and on your breath for about the next 45 minutes. Good. So as you all know, we try to link movement to breath throughout the class. So let's start to bring our attention to the breath now. Consciously beginning to lengthen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. Good. Use that inhale to bring a sense of peace into the body. And then you can use the exhale to let go of any tension. Maybe you just feel the shoulders just lower, maybe a centimetre, a few millimetres even further down. Letting go of any tension, letting go of any thoughts that we don't need for the next 45 minutes. Good. We're going to open the eyes. Use your next inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Then we're going to find some length here, reach up through the fingertips. And then use an exhale, we're going to side bend to the right hand side. Good. So bringing your right hand down to the mat, left arm up alongside the ear. Good. Inhale, lift up. Take it all the way over to the other side. Left fingertips down, right arm alongside the ear. So you can just use this time here, get used to that feeling of linking the movement to the breath. So you inhale to lift up, exhale to take it to the other side. Find a little flow. Good, nice. Good, one more, we're gonna go over to the left side. And then from here, we're gonna take that right hand behind, bring your right hand to your, right hand behind, left hand to your right knee, take a twist. Good. Nice, switch sides, right hand, left knee, left hand behind. Good. Nice. Perfect. Come back to center. Interlace your fingers and just start to wriggle those wrists around. So all we're trying to do here is just mobilize through that wrist joint, because obviously we do quite a lot on the wrists. Good. If you want to push the palms away, be my guest. If you want to push the palms up to the sky, no problem. Good. Click, click, click. Mine are going. Not as bad as earlier though. They were going click, clunk, clunk, clunk earlier. Good. Release. Okay, from here we're going to come on forwards into our all fours position. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Good, we're going to take some cow-cat here. So inhale, just allow that belly to drop as the shoulders come together. Good, arching the back. Nice, exhale, round that spine, bring the chin towards the chest, crown, the head is down. Good, spread the shoulders. So just find a nice flow with your breath here. Use that breath as a guide. If you feel like you need to pause for a moment or two, in either position, go for it. Also, I'm going to invite you just to take any other movements that you fancy with these hips here. So maybe you just want to draw little semicircles to either side. Maybe you want to go for a figure of 8 with the hips. Maybe you're just happy to stick with that cow-cat. Whatever you fancy, whatever you feel like your body needs. Good, perfect. And then meet me back in stillness. Good, from here we are going to extend our right toes towards the back of the mat. Good, just check in that those hips are square. And we're going to draw a nice rainbow over the mat. So tap your right toes down to the right side of the mat. Inhale to lift and arc that left leg, squeeze your right glute, tap the toes down to the left. Good, keep going like this. So drawing those lovely rainbows, arcing the leg up and over. So we're using that inhale to lift the leg, squeeze the right glute. We're using the exhale to lower and tap the toes. Good, one more time. Good, and then meet me with the leg extended. Take 3 little tricep push-ups here. So keep that leg where it is. You're just gonna lower the chest down towards the mat before you inhale to push up. Check those elbows are gonna go directly back towards the knees and not out towards the sides. One more time, we lower. And then push up, bring that right knee down. Take any wiggles that you like. With the hips, maybe a cow cat, maybe just whatever strange movement you fancy, whatever feels nice. Good, meet you back in that neutral spine. Draw tummy button up towards the spine and then extend your left leg away. Good, flex that back foot. Maybe you want to point and flex the back foot. Maybe wiggle that ankle around, just an option. And then we're going to exhale, tap the toes down to the left-hand side of the mat. Inhale, lift and arc. Exhale, tap them to the right. So continue like this, finding that nice flow with your breath. So the inhale lifts you, the exhale lowers you. Good. Couple more times. Nice. Good, and then meet me with the leg extended in 3 tricep push-ups. So just lowering down, inhale, push up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, push. Exhale, lower. Inhale to push. Good. Bring that knee down one final time. Wiggle the hips or take a cow cat, whatever you prefer. Good. And then meet me back in the center. So spread your fingers nice and wide here. You can either keep the hands directly under the shoulders or maybe you can just walk them forward a fraction, just so you can need a little bit more space for your down dog. And then we're going to tuck our toes and lift our knees up. Taking the hips up and back. Good, finding some length in the spine. First downward dog. So all start with nice generous bend in the knees here. So you can really feel that length in the spine. Push evenly down into the mat through both hands. Good, and then whenever you feel ready, maybe start to pedal the heels one at a time towards the mat. Walk out that dog. And keep lifting that tailbone high as you do so. Visualize that lovely long straight spine. Good. Nice, and then find some stillness. Maybe the heels are floating a little bit closer towards the mat. Good, then from here, take your gaze towards your hands. Start to walk your feet forwards. So we're going to come into a forward fold towards the front of the mat. Good, nice. So find that connection, tummy to thighs. Good, nice. Let the head hang heavy. Good, and if you were, this is not the way that you wanted to go, Sean, but if you wanted to make a forward fold harder, then you can always stand on your block. Good, and that makes your legs a bit longer. Yeah, but I know that's not the way you wanted me to go with it. So, but just for anyone else out there who's interested, if you've got a lot of flexibility in the backs of the legs and you want to take it a bit deeper, that's one way of doing it. Good, so from here, let's unravel the spine, uncurl, come all the way up to standing. Trickle those fingertips up the front of your legs, uncurl the spine. Good, bringing the head up, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Yeah, so just showing everyone that you can use blocks to make a practice easier, more accessible, or you can also use them to extend your practice, make it a bit harder. Okay, shall we find our way into a mountain pose? Big toes touch, slight gap in the heels, lengthen the arms down by your sides. Good. Close the eyes for a moment. And then use an inhale, circle your arms up to the sky, find a prayer. Good, bring that prayer down to your chest, and then we're going to fold the chest over the legs. Take a bend in the knees if you need, fingertips come down. Inhale, let's lift up halfway, find a flat back. Exhale to fold, plant your hands, left leg's going to step back. Good, runner's lunge. From here, step your right leg back. So we're meeting in a high plank. Good, and then first round, so we'll lower the knees. Chest and chin come down. Inhale, slide onto the belly, release the feet. Lift the head and the chest. Good, elbows tucked in. Float that upper body back down, tuck the toes. Take the bottom back towards the heels before you lift that up and back, down dog. Good, so when you come into your down dog, feel free to pedal the heels, feel free to find stillness whatever you fancy. Good, keep lifting that tailbone high. Nice. And we're going to step our left foot forward between our hands. Have it along if you need. You can always take it around the outside as well. So it's a little bit easier to step the left foot out to the left and then wiggle it in. Good, right foot steps forward. Deep bend in the knees, circle those arms up to the sky. Find a prayer. Bring it down to your chest, release, mountain pose. Good. Let's go. Inhale, sweep the arms up, find a prayer. Exhale, bring it down to your chest. Fold your chest over your thighs, release your hands down to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, the right leg goes back. Good, runner's lunge. Left leg joins. Good, high plank. So we've got knees, chest, chin. Or maybe you're feeling like hovering the body in one straight line all the way down to the mat. Good, release the feet. Inhale, lift the head and the chest, cobra pose. Exhale, float back down, reach up your toes, take your bottom back towards your heels, find some length, and then lift on up and back. Downward dog. Good. From here, the right foot steps forward. Help it along if you need, left foot joins. Deep bend in the knees as you circle the arms up to the sky. Find a prayer, bring it down to your chest. Release, mountain. Okay, we're going to do one more round on each side. So I'm going to give you the option now. You can either step the feet back and forward, or you can jump both feet together. So just an option. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Find a prayer, bring it down to the chest. Fold your chest over your legs, release your hands down to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. Either step your left foot back or a little jump back to your plank pose. Good. Knees, chest, chin, hovering the full way, or maybe hovering halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra, open that chest. Exhale, downward dog. Good, so if you're stepping, it's left then right. If you're jumping, take your gaze between your hands before you take a little hop. Good. Forward, deep bend in the knees, circle the arms up to the sky. Find that prayer, bring it down to your chest. Release, mountain, one more time. Inhale, circle the arms up, find that prayer. Exhale, bring it down to your chest. Fold your chest over your thighs, release your fingertips down. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot and your left foot back, or maybe a little hop into your plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, or hover. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Nice, so right foot and then left foot. If you're jumping, it's both feet together. Little hop, try and land lightly. Deep bend in the knees, circle the arms up to the sky, find a prayer. Bring it down to your chest and release, mountain. Good, okay. From here, start to bring your weight into your right leg, bring your hands onto your hips. You're gonna inhale to float your left leg straight out ahead of you. Good, so flex that foot. Maximum position is the left leg horizontal with the ground, but you can be lower, you can be here or here, any angle you wish. Good, just trying to keep that leg straight, just trying to stand up nice and tall. And then maybe you fancy releasing the hands into a prayer at the chest. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we're going to step this left foot back, not as far as usual, just a little bit wider than shoulders as you pivot the feet. Good, so we're all facing the left-hand side of the mat. I want the heels in and the toes out. Good, so just a bit wider than shoulders. Arms are going to come up to cactus or goalpost arms, and I'm going to exhale to sit down into our wide squat or our goddess squat. Good, so knees tracking over the ankles. Peel your hips open. So externally rotate that hip. Good, give me 10 pulses up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, inhale, lift all the way up, lengthen the arms. Pivot your feet so your feet are now parallel to each other. And then exhale to fold from the waist. Good, keep those arms long at shoulder height. Pause halfway. Take your gaze down to the mat. Good, keep sending energy away from you through those fingertips. This is really good for the muscles on the inside of our thighs, working our core, keeping our body in this position against gravity. Good, inhale, lift all the way back up. Pivot your feet, toes out, heels in. Hands come to goalposts, or arms come to goalposts. Sit down and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Pivot your feet towards the back of the mat. Good, hands going to come to the hips. Inhale to float this right leg forward. Good, so that's standing one leg pose with the right leg extended. Flex your right foot. Squeeze your left glute. Stay here with the hands on the hips or bring the hands to prayer at your chest. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower that right foot, meet me in a mountain pose. Good. Inhale, circle your arms up to the sky, find a prayer. Bring it down to your chest. Hold your chest over your thighs, release your hands down to the earth. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. If you're stepping, it's your left foot. If we're jumping, it's both feet together. Good, high plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, or hover. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Good, exhale, down dog. Nice, good. So from here, if you're stepping, it's left foot then right foot. If you're jumping, take the gaze between the fingertips. Little hop. Both feet together, deep bend in the knees, circle the arms up to the sky. Find a prayer, bring it down to your chest. Release mountain pose, good. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, float your right leg up. Good, going straight out ahead of you. Imagine like you've got that foot against a wall ahead of you. Maybe the hands come to prayer at your chest. Maybe you fancy taking the arms up to the sky for an extra challenge. Squeeze that left glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, hands come to prayer. Step that right foot back, about just wider than shoulders, pivot on the feet, facing the left side. Heels in, toes out. Arms into cactus, exhale. Sit down, wide squat, and then 10 pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up, lengthen your arms. Make your feet parallel, and then exhale, fold from the waist. Good, so just come to halfway. So the body is parallel to the ground. Take the gaze to the floor so that there's no creases in the back of your neck. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, inhale, lift up, pivot your feet. Exhale, sit down and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up, pivot to the front. Hands come to the hips. Inhale, float your left leg out ahead of you. Good, hands can stay there, or maybe they're going to come to prayer at the chest. Squeeze your right glute. Maybe you fancy taking your arms up to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring that left foot down. Meet me in a mountain pose. Big toes touch, like gap in the heels. Inhale, circle your arms up to the sky. Find a prayer. Exhale, bring it down to your chest. Fold chest over thighs, release the hands down to the earth. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold if you're stepping, it's right foot, and left foot if you're jumping, both feet together. Good, pause. From here, we're going to take a side plank. Coming onto the right side first. So maybe lowering your right knee, good. Coming onto the right hand, extending the left arm to the sky. So that's your first option with that right knee down. If you want a bit more juice, you can bring the feet one in front of each other and maybe lengthen the left arm alongside the ear. If you fancy a bit more, you can stack the feet one on top of each other. Good, and we'll just hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, meet me in a forward plank and then take your vinyasa. So knees, chest, chin, or hovering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Good, so if you're stepping, it's right and then left. If you're jumping, it's 2 feet together. Take your gaze between your hands before you do a little jump, and then deep bend in the knees, circle the arms up to the sky. Find a prayer, bring it down to your chest. Release mountain pose, good. Hands come to hips, weight comes into your right leg. Inhale, take your left leg forward. Good, so options for the hands, they can stay on the hips, they can come to prayer, they can go up to the sky, wherever you fancy. We're holding, good. Couple more breaths here, keep squeezing your right glute, draw your tummy in. Then from here, listen to the change. Little bend in your right knee as you cross your left thigh over the right thigh. Good, you can just stay here with the thighs crossed, or you can see if you can hook those left toes around the back of your right shin. Your hands can be on the hips if that feels good. Nice. If you feel quite secure with the legs like this, inhale to take the arms wide. Exhale, circle the arms forward, cross that left elbow on top of the right. Good. If you can then cross over the wrist, great. If not, just cross at the elbows, no problem. Once you're there with your eagle legs and your eagle arms, can you sit the bottom a little bit lower? Good. Lift the elbows up. Nice. Hold. Then first of all, unravel your arms. Good. Unravel your legs. Step your left foot back to just wider than shoulders. Toes out, heels in, arms up. Sit down. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Pivot the feet so they're parallel. Exhale, fold halfway. Good. Take that gaze down. Keep reaching forward through those fingertips. Nice. Good. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Pivot your feet. Exhale, sit down and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Change. Right elbow comes to the right thigh. Take your left arm up to the sky. Maybe the gaze can follow the fingertips. Good. You can stay here or maybe think about bringing your left arm around your back, and maybe you can hold on to the top of your right thigh. Take your gaze up to the sky. Can you sit a little deeper? Nice. Inhale, lift all the way up. Pivot on your feet, going towards the back of the mat. Good. Hands come to prayer at the chest or maybe to the waist. Inhale, float that right leg out ahead of you. Good. Hands at prayer at the chest. Maybe they go up to the sky. Always options for these hands. Just take whichever variation works for you. And then bring your right foot down. Meet me in the mountain pose. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, circle the arms up. Find a prayer. Exhale, bring it down to your chest. Fold your chest over your legs. Release your hands down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Walk, step, or jump back. If you're stepping, it's left foot. Good. So we're in our full plank. We're going to take it into a side plank, the left-hand side. So maybe you lower the left knee first of all. Work your way into it gradually. You can always also have this top arm just resting lightly on the hip if you prefer. So once you're there, maybe you're thinking about bringing the feet one in front of each other. Maybe you're stacking them. Good. Always options here. Good. Just holding for a breath or two more. Keep pushing firmly into the earth with that left hand. And then meet me back in that forward facing plank. And then we'll take a vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or hover down. Inhale, up dog or cobra, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Nice. So if you're stepping, it's left and right. If you're jumping, take the gaze to the hands. Little hop with both feet, deep bend in the knees. Circle the arms up to the sky. Find your prayer, bring it down to your chest. Release mountain. Good. Hands on the hips. Inhale, float that right leg up. Options for the hands. Stay here, take a prayer, take them up. Good. Find your focus, squeeze that left glute. Draw your tummy in, stand nice and tall. And then a little bend in this left knee as you cross your right thigh over the top. You can stay here or you can take the toes around the back of the shin. Good. Once you feel stable in the legs, and maybe you're thinking about floating those arms wide, exhale, bring them forward, cross that right elbow on top of the left. Maybe the wrist cross, maybe the palms meet. Good. If you're there, let's sit that bottom down a little deeper as you lift and reach the elbows away from you. Good. One more breath. And then unravel the arms. Good. Unravel your legs. Step that right foot back just wider than shoulders. Good. Toes out, heels in, arms up. Sit down and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Pivot your feet. Exhale, fold halfway and hold. Take that gaze down. Find your focus. Good. Keep breathing. Inhale, come up. Pivot your feet. Bring your arms to goalposts. Sit down and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, left elbow meets left thigh. Right arm goes up towards the sky. Gaze can follow those fingertips. Good. You can stay here or you can bring this right arm behind the back. Maybe you find some of that left thigh. Let's see if you can sit a little deeper. Yeah, take your gaze up if you can. And then unravel, inhale, come all the way up, pivot to the front of the mat. Good, hands to hips or hands at prayer. Inhale, float that left leg out ahead of you. Good, do as you will with your arms. Maybe you're taking them up to the sky for that extra challenge. Good, hold. Squeeze the right glute. 3, 2, 1. Good, float the leg down, bring the arms down. Meet me in mountain. Should we take a drink? Let's have a drink. Good. Annoyingly, I've got a flow tonight, Sean, that doesn't really need, there isn't really much block action, but I will maybe put some more in for next week. Is everyone okay? Yeah, awesome. Okay, should we continue? Let's do it. Okay, so meet me back in that mountain. Good. So we're going to inhale, circle the arms up to the sky, find a prayer, bring it down to your chest, fold the chest over the thighs, release the hands down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. If you're stepping, it's right leg first, or if you're jumping, both feet together, and then we're going into our side plank. So whichever variation you fancy. So I'm going to give you some more options here. Good. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can lift this top leg up and down. Good. Maybe you're thinking about a side plank tree, sliding, and you probably really can slide it tonight if you're sweating as much as I am. Good. Nice. Good, and then meet me back in that forward plank. Take your vinyasa of choice, knees, chest, chin, or hovering down. And if you ever want to skip the vinyasa, you can just meet us in a down dog, no problem. Good, so down dog, let's just focus on this for a moment. Visualize that lovely inverted V shape you're creating. Spread your shoulders, so you're kind of wrapping your armpits under and towards each other. Nice, and then if you're stepping, it's right then left. If you're jumping, take your gaze up between your hands and then both feet together, float them up. Deep bend in the knees, circle the arms up to the sky. Find a prayer, bring it down to your chest, release, mountain. Good, so balancing on the right leg. Inhale, float that left leg up ahead of you. Good, stand nice and tall. Maybe think about taking your arms up to the sky. Good, pause, hold. And a little bend in that right leg, cross your left thigh over. Then see if you can hook the toes around the back. No worries if you can't. If you're happy here, you can just stay with the hands on the hips. If you want a bit more, inhale, take your arms wide, sweep your arms forward, left elbow crosses on top of right, cross over your wrist if you can. If not, don't worry. Start to bend a little bit deeper into that standing leg, lift your elbows. Good. Push those elbows up and away from you. Nice, unravel your arms. Good, unravel your legs and listen for the change. This time, the left leg's going to take a big step back. Good, so we're going to come into a high lunge. Then nice big step back. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. So back heel is lifted. We've got that back leg as straight as we can get it. Right knee is over the right ankle or maybe slightly behind if you're a bit higher up. Good, from here. Exhale to bring the torso forward to a 45-degree angle. So you should have like a nice straight line now from that back heel, all the way up the left leg, all the way up the spine to your fingertips. Good. Then from here, we're going to swim with these arms. So almost like you're doing front crawl. You're going to circle the arms forward and round. Good. Feel this challenging, the right leg. Feel this challenging into the core. Good. And then meet me back in that high lunge. So bring the torso back upright. Hands come to prayer. Step your left foot forward. Good. So both feet are together. Then we're stepping the left foot back, but this time just almost like that half step. So just wider than shoulders. Pivot your feet, toes out, heels in, arms up. We squat. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Feet become parallel. Exhale, fold halfway and hold. Good. Take your gaze down. Nice. Keep breathing. Keep reaching forward with both arms. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Pivot the feet, arms come down. Sit down and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right elbow, right thigh, left arm up towards the sky. Stay here, or maybe you're bringing the left arm around the back. Good. Can you sit deeper into your squat? Nice. Inhale, unravel, lift all the way up, pivot towards the back of the mat. Good. Hands come to hips. Float your right leg all the way forward and out ahead of you. Good. Stay here or lengthen those arms up to the sky. Lift out the waist, stand nice and tall. Good. Release the foot down, mountain pose. Inhale, circle the arms up, find a prayer. Exhale, bring it down to your chest. Fold your chest over your thighs. Release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. If you're stepping, it's left then right. If you're jumping, both feet together. Good. Pause. We're taking a side plank. So whichever variation you just took on the right side, we're going to do the same on the left. So maybe you're thinking about floating this right leg up. Maybe we're thinking about sliding the sole of the foot up for our wobbly side tree plank. Good, and then wherever you are, meet me back in that forward facing plank. And we'll take that vinyasa, so knees, chest, chin, or hover down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Open the chest, draw the shoulders together. Exhale, down dog. Good, so again, we'll just pause here for a moment. Find that lovely inverted V shape, take your gaze. The back between your thighs. Good, and then stepping. If you're stepping, it's the left foot, or maybe we're hopping, both feet together. Good, to the front of the mat. Deep bend in the knees, circle the arms up to the sky. Find a prayer, bring it down to your chest. Release mountain pose. Good, okay. Hands on the hips. The weight comes into the left leg. Float the right leg out ahead of you. Good, do what you want with your arms. Maybe you're taking them to the sky. Good, hold, squeeze that left glute. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then a little bend in that left leg. Float your right thigh across your left. And then maybe you're hooking your toes around the outside. Good. If you feel steady here, take your arms wide. Bring your arms forward, cross that right elbow on top of the left, cross your wrists. Bring your palms together. Don't worry if they don't meet. If you're there, you can sit a little deeper. Maybe you can push the elbows up and away. Good, holding. Find some stillness. Unravel your arms, unravel your legs, and this time we take that nice big step back first of all. Good, nice high lunge. Good, so just check your alignment for a moment. Good, and then exhale, bring this torso so it's at that diagonal. Good, take the gaze a little bit down ahead of you on the ground so your neck's long, and then swim with these arms. Good, so nice and steady. Good, almost like you're doing a front crawl. Good. Pause with the arms extended, and then inhale, come back to your high lunge, bring your hands to your hips, step your right foot forward before you step it back, but not quite as far. Open those toes out, heels in, toes out, arms up. Squat down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Pivot those feet so they're parallel, exhale, fold. Good. So body is no more than parallel the ground. We are holding our torso against gravity, using our lovely strong core. 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, lift up, pivot your feet. Exhale, sit down, squat, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left elbow, left thigh, right arm extends towards the sky. Good. You can stay here. We can wrap it around the back. Good. Just an option. Can you sit deeper? Nice. Good, and then unravel. Inhale, lift up, pivot to the front, hands down to the hips, float that left foot forward. Good, extend away from you through that left heel. Maybe you're taking the arms to the sky. Good. Nice, and then release the foot down, release the arms down. Let's have a quick drink. We've got one more round on each side. It's just one final posture to add in. Good. Nice. I am sweating a lot, but it is 37.5 degrees in here, so you have to forgive me for that. Nice. Not nice, actually, not nice at all. You just want to be glad you're not next to me right now. Okay, so let's go for it. We got one more round each side with an extra little posture on the end. So find your way into a mountain pose, big toes touch. Inhale, circle your arms up to the sky, find a prayer, bring it down to your chest. Fold that chest over your legs, release your hands down to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold if you're stepping, it's right leg first and then left leg if you're jumping. Both feet together, side plank, rolling onto the right hand. Good, take whichever variation you wish. If you want something a bit different, maybe you can take those peace fingers around the big toe and then extend that left heel away from you, just an option. Good, forward plank. Nice, take that vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or hovering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, so if you're stepping, it's right then left. If you're jumping, take that gaze forward before hopping. Both feet together, deep bend in the knees, circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, find the prayer, bring it down to your chest. Good. Hands on hips, shift your weight into your right leg. Inhale, float that left leg out ahead of you. Good. Maybe take those arms up to the sky. Nice, holding. Squeeze that right glute. Squeeze, squeeze. Push energy away from you through that left heel. And then a little bend in your right leg as you cross your left leg over. Maybe your hands come to the hips for now. Hook the toes around the back of the shin, only if you wish, just an option. Arms go wide. They come forward, left elbow on top of right, cross your wrists, maybe the palms meet. Sit a little deeper. Push those elbows away from you and up. Good, feel that spreading across the back of the shoulders. Find some stillness. Good, and then unravel your arms. Lift up, unravel your legs. Take that nice big step back, carefully place the toes down. Inhale, bring the arms up. High lunge. Exhale, come forward to that 45-degree angle. And then swim with those arms. Nice. Good, from here, bring your arms back alongside your ears. And then we're going to come into our warrior three from here. So start to shift your weight into your right leg as you float to your left leg up. Good. So if you've got the space, extend your arms all the way out ahead of you. Flex your back foot so that the toes are pointing down towards the mat. Good. So I'm going to check you out. Good, good, good. Nice, Stella. Nice, Sean. If you've got something you want to hold on to it for this, that's fine. No problem. Good. And then from here, we're going to move back into that high lunge. So just carefully place those left toes back down. Good. Take your arms up to the sky and then step your left foot all the way forward. Before you step it back, but not quite as far. Pivot those feet, toes out, heels in, arms up. We squat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Turn your feet so they're parallel. Exhale, fold halfway. Good, fold and hold. Take your gaze down. Keep reaching ahead of you with those fingertips. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Pivot your feet. Bring your arms to goalposts and squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right elbow, right thigh, left arm up towards the sky. Good. Stay here, wrap this arm around the back. Take your gaze up. Can you squat deeper? Nice. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Pivot on the feet to the back. Hands come to the hips. Inhale to float. Your right leg out ahead of you. Good. Maybe you're taking the arms up to the sky. Squeeze that left glute. Good. Bring your right foot down. Meet me in a mountain pose. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Find your prayer, bring it down to your chest. Fold the chest over the thighs. Release the hands down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold if you're stepping, it's left and right if you're jumping. Both feet together, high plank. Then take your side plank variation, remembering that you can have this left knee down if you wish, that's no problem. And you can still play around with lifting the right leg, even with that knee down there, that's fine. Good, if you're taking another variation, maybe we've got the tree leg going on, maybe you're taking a hold of the big toe with the peace fingers and extending the leg, whatever you fancy. And then meet me back in that forward plank before we vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or hovering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. So good. If you're stepping, left then right. If you're jumping, take that gaze forward, and then both feet together, deep bend in the knees, circle arms up. Exhale, bring the prayer down to your chest. Good, release mountain. Excellent. Whew, nearly there. Okay, so bring your weight into your left leg, hands onto hips. Inhale, float your right leg up. Do what you want with those hands. Maybe you're taking them up to the sky. Good, squeeze that left glute. Nice, and a little bend in your left leg as you cross the right thigh over the left. Staying here or maybe hooking the toes around the back. You can also take the arms wide and then cross your right elbow on top of your left. Maybe cross those wrists, maybe the palms meet. Good, when you're there, sit a little deeper. Lift the elbows. Good, eagle pose. Nice, pause, find stillness. And then unravel your arms. Before you unravel your legs, lift up. Carefully step that right leg all the way back. Inhale, take your arms up, high lunge. Exhale, fold halfway. Good, and then swim with those arms. Good, so you're holding that torso at about a 45-degree angle. Good. Nice, come back to your high lunge. And then from here, we're coming into warrior three. So start to shift your weight into that left leg as you float your right leg up. So it doesn't matter how high this back leg goes. Good, you can be down here, that's still a warrior three. Maximum position is the leg parallel to the ground. Good. You'll find it too much with your arms out ahead of you. You can bring them to prayer at the chest or maybe on the hips. Good, and then carefully step the right foot back. Find your way back to that high lunge before you're going to step the right foot all the way in before you step it back. Not quite as far. Good, pivot the feet, toes out, heels in, arms up. We squat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Change those feet so they're parallel and exhale, fold. Fold and hold. Good, keep breathing. Good, that's as much for myself as it is for you. Good. Inhale, lift up. Arms come back to cactus, pivot your feet. Squat down and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left elbow comes down as you reach the right arm up to the sky. It can stay there, or you can wrap it around the back. Can you squat a little deeper? Good. And then unravel, come up. Pivot to the front. Good, hands come to the hips. Inhale, float that left leg out ahead of you for one final time. Take your arms up. Good. And then release the left leg down. Bring your hands back down by your sides one final time. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, find the prayer. Exhale, bring it down to your chest. Fold the chest over the thighs. Release the hands down to the mat. Walk, step, jump back into a plank. It doesn't matter which leg. Exhale, lower down. Good. Knees, chest, chin, or hover. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale into your final downward dog. Good. Close the eyes here. Good. Can you find a final little millimeter more of length in that back, in your spine? Keep lifting your tailbone to the sky. Nice. And then we'll lower the knees. Good. Untuck the toes. Take that bottom all the way back to the heels. Forehead meets the earth. Circle the arms back. Child's pose. Let the shoulders just melt over your thighs. Good. And just take some deep breaths. Good. So from here, we're going to transition into our final relaxation. You can stay here for a moment or two longer, or you can grab a drink or anything else that you need to make yourself comfy for your relaxation. And then whenever you're ready, make your way onto your backs. Good. Good. Nice. So come down onto your back. Extend the legs away from you. The feet just fall out to the sides. Get any tension in your lower back, you can bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the edges of the mat and let the knees meet in the middle. And once you found a nice comfy position for those legs, let's take the arms away from the body, palms facing up towards the sky. Good, and if you haven't already closed the eyes, go ahead, close them now. Good, so it's important that after our flow this evening, before we close our practice, we just take a few moments in relaxation. So just a few more moments for the mind to remain peaceful and a little bit of time for the body to relax and return to its natural way of being. So now just letting the breathing return to its natural rhythm, not pushing or forcing it. Good, allow the heart rate to come down. And allow each one of your muscles to soften and melt down into the mat beneath you. And now you're just breathing, but with every breath that you take, you're sinking deeper into a state of relaxation. Maybe that feels like the shoulders are just dropping down away from the ears, melting down into the mat. Maybe that feels like the hips are just releasing a little bit into the ground beneath you. Just check in with the muscles in your face. Make sure you're not clenching the jaw. Good, so now that you feel that the body can just continue to drift deeper into this relaxed state, allow yourself to let go. And then just take a wander in that imagination of yours. So we just want to find a place. It's going to be a beautiful place. It's going to be a place that makes us happy. It doesn't even have to be a real place. It can just be somewhere beautiful in your imagination. And all we're going to do now is just check in and see how being in this place makes us feel. And then just allow yourself, allow that body, allow that mind a few more moments of relaxation and peace in this special place. Whenever you're ready to start to bring your attention back, bringing some awareness back into the body, maybe some small movements, whatever you like. Maybe that's rolling the wrists and ankles around, or maybe waving the fingers and the toes. Maybe it's a slight turn of the head from one side to the other side. And then let's all reach the arms up over the head together. Nice big stretch. Good. Before we slowly and gently draw the knees one by one into the chest. Good. Let's have a nice big, sweaty group virtual hug. Good. Have a rock side to side if that feels good. Nice. Just keep the eyes closed for a moment or two longer. Just roll onto the side of your body, doesn't matter which side. Good, and slowly, gradually, carefully, find your way back into a seated position. We'll sit cross-legged, hands resting lightly on the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Good, so let's just take a moment here before we close to pay ourselves a nice big compliment. Let's be our own biggest cheerleader this evening. Good. So I want you to leave here tonight feeling nice and positive about yourself. Good. Hands going to come to prayer at the chest. Let's open our eyes together. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Namaste. Awesome. So guys, I invite you to switch your microphones back on.
That was good,
and tell me, is everybody okay?
Good, thank you.